Hello everyone, welcome to the Watch Poplars. Today I'm going to be pruning up some sprouts that have sprouted from the base of this redwood tree in our yard. They're very overgrown and I haven't been keeping up with the vigor and the pruning on these sprouts. So let's get into it. So right here I have a bunch of sprouts coming out from the base of this redwood tree in my yard. It's like more than 100 feet tall. It's been here for a while, like probably it's been through many owners of this house. Yeah, so it's probably, I'm gonna guess it's almost 100 years old. Redwoods can live pretty long, so maybe this is like older. I don't know. I'd say at most 100 years old. So, anyway, there's also some Chinese pistache seedlings here. There was a sunflower plant growing here as well. Not doing so well. Anyway, I'm gonna start pruning. I'm trying to make these look like actual redwood trees. So I'll start by pruning, and I'm gonna prune the top growth tighter than the bottom growth, because the top just wants to grow into another tree right next to the big one. I can reduce this branch to here. Yeah, sometimes the branches want to produce a new branch at the base, and I already did that. Did a stub right here, right at the notch of these two branches. And I don't want it to do that the third time. It's really difficult. I have to do this one with one hand if I'm gonna prune and hold my phone at the same time. Alright, there's a branch crossing in here. Right here. I need to get that out. I don't know what this red stuff is. It's possibly needles. Alright. That's a long branch. Now, wow, it's very crowded in here. I love redwood trees. They make very nice bonsai, but it just takes a while to balance the vigor. You can see at the top, they just really want to grow. There's so much growth. And I have to go in here. It's like swelling at the top. I need to get rid of these branches and actually pick a leader that I want to keep. See, look at this growth. Oh my. This one tried growing into a new kind of branch that grew upward. Redwoods do this in nature very easily. Okay, I'm gonna hard prune that. Wow, that is incredible growth. Very nice for thickening up the trees, but I'm trying to keep these trees skinny. I'm gonna prune that. There's an oak leaf in there. There's lots of spiders. They really like this dense area. Spider webs all over the scissors. Hold on. Yeah. Kind of jumping around. I don't really know what to work on. I might have to just prune the whole tops off because I can't really get in here without putting down my phone. Yeah, I should have worked on this earlier. Alright, I'm gonna just prune it to here. That whole top. I have a branch forming under this, so I'm gonna prune it here. I think this is gonna be a long video, once again. I could just pick out this branch there. I'm gonna prune this one here. There's enough time for these trees to grow back. Alright. And as long as I don't take off all the foliage, I'm fine. There's lots of growth I don't need to use way in here. All of this. I don't need all of this growth. I might have to make 2 parts to this video. There is just so much work to do. I could make this one video and just say in the title that it's uncut process of pruning a redwood trees. Now, by the looks of this big, thick stems here, yeah, these used to be like taller than me. So yeah, the main stems, they got up to like as thick as a golf ball, I think, and they reached almost the height of that birdhouse right there. And then the gardeners pruned them back and they kept growing. Yeah. So redwoods regularly produce suckers that come out from the root base. And the root base is the base of the trunk that flares out, as you can see. And I think that is what they're trying to do to create a fairy ring. A fairy ring is a ring of redwood trees, ring of trees that it's like a second growth. So I've heard people say they only happen after the tree has died, in like a fire. But I think that they start forming when the tree is pretty young. I've seen young redwood trees having tons of sprouts coming out of them at the base. So I think that is, and it's happening all around. You can see here, there's even some behind at the tree. So I think it's trying to grow a fairy ring. I think it happens earlier in the tree's life than when it dies. Because then if the tree's dead, it can't produce a fairy ring because it's dead. So, yeah. Okay, I can prune off a stub right here. I'll let this branch grow. I can prune this branch completely off. It's growing straight up. prune this one off, it's going straight up. You can prune this top part off, keep some horizontal branches. Getting very dense at the apex. Redwoods can grow from cuttings, sort of well. You probably just need root hormones. I think I'm gonna prune. I'm gonna leave some of it on. Yeah, I have some nice growth at the bottom. Too low. This one's too low. I'm gonna actually, I could get some just school scissors and just prune it into triangular shapes. That would be really nice. It'd do lots of the work for me, and then I'd come in and I'll just do that with the bonsai scissors, cutting through foliage. It's a bit difficult. I mean, it's a method that works. The YouTuber I follow on YouTube, Nigel Saunders, he lives in Toronto, Ontario. I mean, yeah, that's the right province he lives in. He uses his blue scissor method, and you just use a profile prune, and then he goes in and does branch selection. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make 2 parts to this video. And I'm fine with that. Alright, there's some needles coming out at the bottom of this branch. It'll grow more downward. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get rid of this branch. It's going too close to this branch. It'll eventually look like 2 branches coming from one spot. And now in here, oh, there's a bunch of branches. And keep the lowest ones. I've got a bud developing here. You can see the bud is right here, the base of that needle. Okay. And now I'm getting the first yellowing bridge. If redwoods were deciduous, this is what the fall colors would look like. Really nice. I'm gonna let that branch die. It looks natural. Prune the tip off of this one. Wipe my scissors off. They have a bunch of plant guts on them. My scissors smell like redwood. I can prune this to outward facing shoot. I think I can just pick the tips off. Hopefully without picking off the whole shoots. Gosh, this is so difficult. If only I had a tripod. Okay. I'm gonna print this one here. I have a downward facing bud right here. So when this video gets to 20 minutes long, I'm gonna stop and film another one. Almost 20 minutes have passed. Time flies when you do bonsai, that's for sure. So actually, maybe I'll just make one video and then I'll do the rest off screen or behind the scenes, and then I'll show you the finished result, or maybe the last tree I need to prune. So yeah. I think I'll do that. So, yeah. So this is what I've got so far. Hopefully you can see they look like redwood trees. You know, if you just kind of take this out of your view and just include that so you can see. Yeah. Looks like a redwood tree. Yeah, I'll show you when I'm done. That's all for part 1 of some redwood topiary work, and I'll see you in part 2. All right.